Hey, family members of the 324, this is Lieutenant Colonel Nagel. I just wanted to reach out to everyone and give you September's message in regards to two things. One, how to balance a three-legged stool, and two, the soldiers I gave coins to at annual training last month. This past weekend, I had the honor and privilege to promote one of my former soldiers, Sergeant First Class Still, now to Master Sergeant Still. She's a great soldier, unbelievable person, and she has a great heart. She worked her butt off for where she's at in her career. And at her promotion ceremony, I talked about the three-legged stool, the military, civilian, and family, and on how to balance all three of those, right? So this is a really good question. How have I done it in my career to this point? Well, that's probably up to debate, and you could probably ask my family members that. But at the end of the day, each and every one of us needs to look at how we can balance all three legs of those stools. So what have I done? All right. So one, I've communicated with my wife and my kids, and I encourage you to do that with your significant other. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, when we retire, when you retire, we're just going to have a whole bunch of stuff up on the walls. And if we don't have friends and family members at the end, it's not worth it, right? So communicate with them so they know when you're on the phone the importance of what's going on, what you're doing on your drill weekends, what you're doing for annual training, why you're taking these military courses. Get them involved in the conversation. I've set a battle rhythm for me from when I check emails, when I make phone calls. That's really important for me so I don't get overwhelmed with trying to do everything. Where my civilian career as a school teacher and that military piece is like, they're with each other. Because to me, if you ask me what's the most important leg, it's my family. Okay, but establishing that battle rhythm on when you can be reached and when you can do things is very important for you to be successful. I think you need to get out and do stuff outside of the military and civilian career job. Get outside of that occupation. For me, I love to enjoy time out in the wilderness. This past weekend, we went rafting. Just had a great time with that as a family. We love to enjoy going dirt biking. So doing something that we're passionate about. For me, it's spending time with my family and being in the outdoors. I really, really love to do that. And finally, I talk to friends about what's going on in my life and what's going on in my career. I find that's what's been helpful for me. So at the end of the day, how do you balance your family, military career, and civilian career? You got to figure out what works best for you. And I'll love to talk to you further about that when you see me. So please, when you see me about here in the coming months, approach me, talk to me. Hey, Colonel Nagel, what do you do to help balance that three-legged stool? So I look forward to that conversation. So as we move forward here, just in the message, annual training was outstanding. We gave out a number of AAMs and RCOMs and coins, gave out 18 different coins, and we gave out a lot of COAs. The battalion staff did an outstanding job of making sure we had all these awards ready before we left Fort McCoy. So just a couple quick shout outs for the people I gave the coin of excellences to. All right. So first, in the 324th HHC, I gave it to Specialist Jonathan Quintero. Right. He helped serve over 6,000 meals during AT. I think I gained weight at AT between the hot meal for breakfast and the hot meal for dinner. Outstanding job. Specialist Brian Mays, he distinguished himself with his expertise and his initiative. It was just outstanding seeing young people just leading from the front. Specialist Fisher, the other person in 324, he took a big lead in developing and coordinating the setup of our ALOC. Again, as a specialist, outperforming his rank and perform at a higher level. So outstanding, those three from the 324. Jump to the 422, who operated underneath the 607th MP Battalion during AT. Sergeant Alden Cabez, right? Always setting high expectations for himself and for those in his those around him and his troops that he was leading. Just outstanding job. Always, again, leading from the front. You can see that theme in all these. Specialists. Eli, Calderon, right? He had expertise in patrol operations, didn't have any casualties, and didn't have any injuries in any of the missions that he did. Sergeant Raul Martinez, he's from the 491 MP company that's attached to the 422 because they're an RFX-1. All right, he helped create the base defense plan, and he used his time wisely outside of the missions to conduct training with his soldiers, and that's what really stood out. So the 422, outstanding job. The OC said out of all their units that they've had in 18 months, the 422 was like spot on in everything that they were doing in regards to their inject. So outstanding job, 422. Jumping to the 357. Wow, we got Specialist Curry. He's a 21-year-old, right? He's the oldest of three. He's from Benicia, California. He's a full-time student. He joined the military a little over 2 years ago. And what I love about Specialist Curry is that he volunteered for every detail, and he was extremely motivated, and he motivated others. His attitude was contagious. Specialist Sanchez, right? Long hours, worked long hours, always volunteered to do the right thing. Boom, outstanding Specialist Sanchez. Sergeant Wong Galvan, right? He provided motivation to others, and he was consistently leading. That stuff excites me right there. Just gets me jacked up. 83rd MP Company from the 607th MP Battalion. They were attached to me for annual training. Outstanding job representing the 607th and ultimately the 11th Brigade. Honored to have the 83rd with me during AT. Specialist David Valdez. He was in charge of all sensitive items. 0 losses. Thank goodness, right? PFC Cesar Chavez, right? Again, he volunteered for the Advon. He played an integral role in establishing their TAA. And of course, he volunteered. Imagine that. Volunteered, jumped forward, wasn't afraid to lead from the front. PFC Joe Rentera, right? Played a huge role in manning his 240 Bravo. It was storming out. He didn't leave his post. He did what was right all the time, even when others weren't watching. Loved it. And finally, Captain Munoz of the 83rd, the commander of the 83rd. Wow, outstanding job as a commander. I tell you, honored to have had your company. Ultimately, honored to have you leading your company. Outstanding job. So thank you for what you did, Captain Munoz. Outstanding representation of the 607th. So happy. Man, you guys nailed it. Finally, I want to do a shout out to the 654 RSG. Master Sergeant London. He assisted our battalion in so many ways during AT. He always had that customer service attitude of willing to support us. Thank you so much for willing to go out of your way to assist our battalion in so many ways. So, hey, family, members of the 324, that's all the soldier members and your family members. Again, I'm just so honored to be leading you guys and ladies in this fine organization as we move forward here into the new fiscal year. After AT, I need you finally next month for our APFT. Bust your tails to get ready. I'm watching what you eat. Get out there and work out. Continue to work out. So, again, just thank you for all that you're doing to make this organization a success. I can't wait to see everybody. Can't wait for the 341 main body to be drilling officially again for next month. So, anyways, keep charging hard and can't wait to see everybody with that great attitude, making contagious. And I dare you to reach out to 3 people and give them some attaboys, attagirls. Thank you for what you do in representing the 324th MP Battalion. This is Lieutenant Colonel Nagel.